for an opening statement. Mr. Morelle.
Thank you. I will be very brief, given that we have votes, and I appreciate the witnesses for being here on a really important subject, and certainly to you, Madam Chair, for your continued good work in helping to modernize Congress, and certainly to my friend, Ranking Member Torres, as well, for your leadership. I do want to acknowledge Catherine Spindor, who's retiring in the next few days, and thank her for her long service to the Congress. We're very, very grateful. Wish her the very best as she transitions to the next phase of her life. And also just want to acknowledge Mike Carey, who keeps adding layers of clothing because it's so damn cold on that side of the room. And the House Administration Committee ought to do something about it. But in a serious mode, I think of, as I was thinking about this sort of in my head, how constituents engage with Congress, and I'm sure there are many different buckets, but the four that I'm particularly interested in, one is just access to information about Congress, what bills are happening, making it easy to access that so it's not as bewildering as it may seem to people. The second is sort of the interaction with members, engaging us in terms of providing perspective on issues before the House, issues before the country, what they think we ought to be doing, and for us to be able to engage with constituents. So that interaction is very important. And then the last two are related. One is access to government services. How do people know how to connect with all the things that we offer, both federal, state, local? And then the final, which is related and adjacent, but is access to community services. How do I know if I'm suddenly in crisis? How do I know to engage? And I think many times when we do constituent services, people reaching out because they're entering into a system that is to them bewildering. And at a time when we have clearly lost the faith and confidence of the American people institutionally as government, those last two buckets may be in some ways the most important, just because as people are in crisis or family members are in crisis, how do they engage? And I have some real thoughts on that. The introduction of AI clearly is critical, and I'd love to learn more about it. I will admit, many websites I go to where I'm doing a chat bot, and it's clearly a chat assistant, I find incredibly frustrating. I don't feel like, I feel like I might as well read the frequently asked questions because there's no other engagement other than the frequently asked questions is being regurgitated to me. And that will get better, but clearly having humans engaged in this is going to be a big deal. And I appreciate all of what you have to say, and I'm looking forward to after votes coming back and engaging. Again, Madam Chair, thanks for giving me the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you, Ranking